there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into a dish. She's like, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
Hey, Mr. J.
Jimmy Riley.
What's
back in the
Gucci?
thing.
Back in it. And you know what? I had a bit of a tough last hour. I don't know what it was. Great day all lead.
Talk to me about it.
So
I hear you're getting caught on doorknobs. It's ugly.
You know, it's just one of those days because it's like it starts off great. So I went to starts last night. Go to jiu-jitsu, 10th Planet San Jose. Let's just start off with that. I got a few words. It's been fucking great. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like 25 plus guys every class, like great rounds afterwards. It's been nuts. So shout out Alan. I mean, really turned it around quick. You know what I mean? It was
getting it going from the jump.
Crazy. But so that's been sick. So I've been going to 8:30 classes. So that's like schedule's all fucked up, right? I'm usually inching into bed by 8:30. And
Yeah.
Now we're trying to sleep in, whatever that means. So I wake up at 4:30 this morning, my normal time, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go back out to San Mateo and go to jiu-jitsu. You're up. Let's do it. So I was juiced, and then like halfway through my drive, I like got super tired. I was like, fuck, like should have just slept.
Did you go?
Yeah. I mean, I was halfway, and I got the dash cam now, so that's evidence of me turning around. Cannot have that anywhere on file. So
yeah, exactly. There you go.
Exactly, yeah. And it's a good excuse. So I just was like, fuck it, we'll go, and not knowing what we're working on. We're working on the same stuff in both places, which is kind of nice, you know, just getting tons of reps.
Was the guy there in San Mateo as well?
Yeah.
Alan?
Yeah.
He was there. There you go.
It's
Two-a-days, Jim.
Which is exactly, well, I guess 2 in less than 24 hours, separate days.
Yeah.
But it is just weird. Like, have you ever had those late shifts at work where you like have to stay till like 9 or something like that, and you're back at like 6 or 7 the next day, and you're like, what the fuck are we, like, you both look at each other like, what are we doing here? Like, this is egregious.
Feels like I just left. Yeah.
It's so weird. But it was like one of those feelings. So, but it was kind of sick. But anyway, so it was like good start to the day. I'm like, God, my mornings are back on track. Like, let's go. This is how it used to be. And then like, I'm just progressively getting more tired throughout the day. And so shit's just like irking me more and more and more. And I'm like, fuck. Like, and then this girl came back from work. So this is some bullshit. Oh, this is all leading up. All leading up. So we have Pride Month at work, right? Our work celebrates Pride. Cool. All for it. Do you? Awesome.
Oh yeah, I was in the Gay Straight Alliance.
Yeah, the GSA. You are GSA.
We've been supporters since back in the day.
Mr. Jub G, Mr. GSA, synonymous terms. Anyways, so one of like the event is Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. We're raising the pride flag, right? We're having a huge ceremony. I think I might have mentioned this.
We talked about this a little bit, but we talked about how it was gonna happen. But then
so now here's moment of truth. So my coworker whose building it is calls out, or doesn't call out. She puts in PTO like a week before. Once we find out we have to do this, like the next day, she's like, "Oh, I planned a trip to San Diego." I'm like, "How convenient! You forgot to say something until right now." So, I have had like one of those things on your skin from jiu-jitsu, and it's like, it's not a lingering thing, but it's just like, you could go get it looked at. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like it's on my hand. Open cut. Boom. Nothing big, just on my knuckle. Real small.
But it's been there for as long as you can remember.
It's been there for like a week, right? And so this day comes around, and I'm like, well, shit. No better time to press the issue and say I have to go to the doctor than Tuesday.
Could be a staph.
It could. That's exactly what I said. Could be staph. I've had MRSA in my life. I mean, this is nothing to play with, right?
So, show it again.
So,
nothing
to play with. You can't even on the knuckle. If you couldn't see it,
it looks like a freckle.
Exactly. No, but hey, you never know. You can never be too sure. So I go, like, and this lady who's setting up the event's like, we're doing it in the morning. Like, we'll do a run through, and then like the ceremony will be quick. Like, first thing, like, obviously you start the day with raising the flag. So I'm like, hatching this plan well in advance. She's calling out. I'm like, well, I'm also getting on my giddy up. So day comes, I'm like, fuck, like, and everyone's getting sick. So it's perfect, right? And I'm like, I haven't been feeling well, which is true. Have not been feeling well. Everyone's getting sick. Everyone's calling out, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm a trooper. I'm gonna go to work, even though
nothing better than the I'm not feeling well saying that to an employer, and then being like, it's true, I wasn't feeling well. So vague. I was kind of bummed to wake up this morning not feeling well.
Exactly. I can put on my like feeling shitty face, like, well, I mean, so easy. But anyways, I say it first. I'm always like, if I got something in the works, you got to be the first. You can't be like number 2 or 3 to say something. Then it's a little suspect. So I say something like not feeling well, and then our other coworker chimes in. It's like, yeah, I haven't been feeling well either. Ends up leaving. And so I'm like, okay, like now I'm kind of in the, you know what I mean? Like this is kind of giving me some room to work with. Looks legit now. So anyways, I go to the doctor and get this checked out. They put me on some antibiotics, the real deal.
Yeah.
And,
absolutely.
And so I scheduled it for the morning. I was like 10 o'clock. That's, you know what I mean? They're fitting me in. It's a rush situation. 10 o'clock is when they could get me in. Perfect.
Gotcha.
I'm expecting to miss the whole ceremony. Turns out they wait.
Yeah.
And I get back.
Because they ran out of flag people, right?
Well, no one, like the flag's sitting at my desk, and like she was supposed to do a walkthrough at 8 a.m. I had no walkthrough, hadn't heard boo from her. And then she runs in, it's like, hey, the ceremony's starting. Like, where are you? And I was just like, straight up like, I'm not doing it. I'm at the
doctor's.
That's crazy. Like, no, I'd already come back, and I was like, I'm not, like, we were supposed to do a run through, like all this stuff, and like kind of made her feel bad and put her on the spot. And she was like, and my boss like, I'll do it. And I was like, thank you. And so
nice.
I was like, fuck yeah, out of that one. And then that girl came back today, and the first thing she asked me about, she was like, how'd the flag ceremony go? I was like, I didn't do it.
Joke's on you.
Exactly. I didn't do it. But anyways, that's all to say that today was a long day. She's getting back. I'm debriefing. And then, yeah, I'm at the perfect height where my pockets, not even my keys, 'cause I don't have a lanyard, my pockets will snag on doorknobs as I'm like passing by, and it's like just enough to stop you in your tracks. And you're like, oh my God. I was trying to shove shit in my pockets, and it like kept falling. Like I was not going in the pocket. I don't know what was going on, but we're here. We made it.
It's so weird how days like that just happen. Some days you'll go through and everything will be in the right place, and then other days you'll go and you'll be like, don't know where my keys are.
And it's,
I don't know if you really experience that, Jim. I feel like you never really lose your keys. I don't know.
Well,
you're pretty good about it, but it's in the cushion. It's always in the cushion.
Exactly. Well, I'm good about it because I put them. I always go in my room top drawer. Right. It used to be like in Reno. It was like always keys and wallet under the pillow. Like I don't know why, but it just was a secure spot where it's like you always know where they're at. But you're right. Like, and it's like those days where you lose your keys, and then you're like running to go find them, your shit gets snagged, and then like it's just always one after another.
One thing on top of that. You get on the road, of course people can't drive that day.
Brother, if I could show you, I had I don't want to say a blow up, because a blow up would be saying it putting it too strongly, but Monday morning, holy fucking shit. I decided
you left some boots?
It was bad. So, do you make yourself lunch? Are you working now?
I would prefer to. Yeah, I do. Okay. In general, I do.
So, I was
I'm not above going to Subway, but yeah.
Right. My Chipotle is my drink of choice, but exactly. So anyways, I got a wild hair this weekend. I was like, you know what? Let's save some money. Let's
Meal prep.
start making a lunch, right? Not even prepping. I'm just talking like a PB&J in the morning. Throw a couple Oreos in there, old school
Now,
lunch.
exactly. The funny thing is that we learned this at a very young age. One of the staples in our life is our lunch bag.
Oh,
You know,
which
what you bring to school for lunch. You know.
okay, were you a lunch bag? Were you a brown paper bag kid? Or were you
Yeah,
a
it was like
lunchbox?
brown paper bag or plastic.
Like a Ziploc, yeah. Which is
Well, not
or
no,
a
not
grocery
Ziploc.
bag.
Like a plastic grocery bag. Yeah.
So, okay, that's what I'm rocking. I need to get to the store to get some brown papers because I just feel out of place. I have a grocery bag with like Ziplocs inside of it, and it, like I need to be able to crease the sides, fold it, you know what I mean, write my name on it, old school stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I decided, hey, you know what? Let's start making your lunch. Let's do the right thing. Let's stop going to
Cream cheese and
Chipotle.
jelly. Yeah.
Perfect. Easy
Back to
money.
basics.
And so I'm like, hey, I always have like 15 extra minutes in the morning. Like I'm always just sitting around. Perfect time to make your lunch. I don't know what happened, but I just started running super behind, and that's when I start losing my shit. When I'm running late, is like,
Oh, yes.
I can't.
I'm with you on that, Jim.
Like I don't, and it's like everything was on. You know what I mean? I was on time, on early even. I could have left 15 minutes early and got Chipotle. But now I'm like, let's do the right thing. It's like trying to chip out onto a fairway in golf and fucking hitting the tree and ending up further behind the tree. It's like just shit like that. But anyway, so I make my lunch. Then I can't find my hat. I have one hat I wear to work every day. Can't find my hat. And that's, again, like the keys. You put it in the same place, usually in my car. I'm like throwing shit around, like can't find it. Finally, I yell like, I give the loudest fuck outside to the point where I was sternly talked to, but it was one that felt so, you know what I mean? After that, I yelled fuck and I was like, okay, we're good.
I'm back.
That was
Post-fuck
out of
clarity.
pocket. That's crazy. It's 7 a.m. Let's relax.
I was just bugging. Yeah.
And
as long as you could admit it. You know?
Oh yeah, no, and immediately.
I'm back now.
Exactly. But sometimes you just need a good yell. I just need a fuck. God.
But once you do it, it already happened. You know what I mean?
And it's too late.
It's too late. We could only move forward from here. So
But,
I'm better now. Thanks,
yeah,
guys.
well, I mean, and it's crazy, and it's just such a juxtaposition to 2 weeks ago. I was just riding high, you know what I mean? Couldn't be stopped, and now I'm just like, work's got me dead in the tracks. But no, it's good.
Tough, man. But it's a good time of year, man. Summer's coming around the corner. NBA Finals.
Yes, sir.
You've been watching? You've been catching any of these playoff games
I
at all?
honestly
Not at all.
haven't watched since the second round.
Wow.
So what's the scoop? Who's still in? I honestly couldn't tell you who's in it.
You don't know who the finals are already set. You don't know who's in it? Genuinely?
Genuinely,
Take a wild guess.
I would say not the Nuggets because I
No, this
Boston,
is great.
Boston.
Boston, yeah.
Okay, I saw
They made it out
someone
the West.
post about Boston.
In the Western Conference,
Minnesota?
it was Mavericks and no. Mavericks.
Mavs
The Dallas
made it.
Mavericks are in the finals.
Holy
Correct.
shit, that's kind of crazy.
It's very crazy.
Now
We're looking at something very, very. I don't know. It's hard to put your thumb on this series, I think.
I think so
It's
too,
tough.
because they both don't match up particularly well against each other. You know what I mean? Like it's a little odd.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like if it was a boxing match that like Dallas can throw harder punches, but like the Celtics are that fundamental boxer that's gonna kill you.
Should
Like
be.
for me, this is what I think. It's like it's gonna be Kyrie and Luka, right? If the Mavericks are getting it done, it's gonna be those guys. Everyone else is just gonna be hitting corner threes and finishing alley oops. You know what I mean? So, and if I think about if there was a team built to stop those two guys, it's pretty much the Celtics. Like I'm leaning Celtics heavy in this series. I think. Yeah, I think they are the favorite, but a lot of people are picking Dallas. Everyone's like, Luka's the best guy in the series. He's going to be the one to, elevate above Tatum
Right.
in the closing moments of each game. You know, all this good stuff.
And haven't you had Boston since we first started? I mean, since the playoffs started, didn't you say you liked Boston? I think you've been riding them since the start.
I would definitely had them coming out of the East. I don't know how I would have picked them against Denver. I don't know how I would even pick them against Minnesota. But against
Dallas,
the Mavericks, I like them personally.
Fuck.
I think, yeah, you got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to guard Luka, not to mention Derek White. They also got Drew Holiday, Derek White and Drew Holiday on Kyrie, Jaylen and Jason Tatum on Luka.
You got three other guys you got to guard.
Huh?
You got three other guys you got to guard.
Well, they got Porzingis there to stop the oops. He's had the most rest he could ever possibly want.
Is he playing? Is he good? Is he cleared?
He's cleared to go. He's ready to go for game 1.
Wow. And now are they better with Porzingis? They've been good without. Do you play him?
Much better. I mean, it's hard to say, right? Like, they've killed it without him. But it's like, at the end of the day, they beat Halliburton, and I think he got hurt. And then they beat, who knows? Like, no one really.
For sure. That is crazy, though. That I feel like Boston is like, it's like sneaky. Like, usually when Boston's good, you just hear nothing but you know what I mean? It's like they're in your face good. Like, this team is like just kind of sneakily like been really good all season, really level, like kind of sick.
They actually have some historic like advanced analytics, this team. Like, everything advanced analytics wise, like their win rates or et cetera,
really?
puts them like in the top tier of like NBA teams ever for a regular season.
Now,
so there's a lot of numbers there that no one's really talking about because they don't have a top 5 player on their team.
You don't think Tatum's top 5?
Nah, that's the conversation here, Jim. I'm glad we're finally fucking stopped dancing around it. Everyone's talking about it's so funny as he's going on this run to win a championship after going to the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times already in the last 8 years, some shit like that. How long has this guy been in the league, by the way? He's only fucking 25 or some shit. It's crazy. Anyway, is he top 5? Everyone's been talking shit like, oh, he's just the 6th, 7th best player in the league right now, right as he's about to go take the belt.
Right. And he doesn't have, like, you look at every other team, look at the top 2-3 guys, they all have another dude that's a top 20, you know what I mean? They have a top 20 with them. He's arguably not got a top 20 guy with them.
I know a lot of Jaylen Brown haters out there.
Dude,
I think top 20.
You think he's cracking a top 20 right now?
I think Jaylen Brown. Yeah. You have to. I mean, you have to think. I mean, I
think that's a tougher conversation than the Tatum 5.
Huh?
I think that's a tougher conversation than Tatum 5.
It's an interesting one. This is the real question, though, Jim. Is if Tatum wins it, is he allowed to say he's the best player in the NBA? Is he at the top of the NBA mountain?
It's tough to say. See,
what else does the guy have to do?
It's tough to say you're the best, right? Because it's so team oriented. But I think he can drop the 3 kings. You know what I mean? He can say it's us 3, and then give someone some room.
Because if he doesn't have the belt, who has the belt, Jim?
I like
Jokic had the belt.
It's hard to say he doesn't. You know what I mean?
Second round bounce, dude.
That's true, but
hard to say that he does. I mean, it's fair to say that maybe no one has it.
And yeah,
if Tatum wins it all, but dude, I think if he wins it all and he's the Finals MVP, everyone's gonna be talking about Jason Tatum.
What about Anthony Edwards? I know losing's not ideal, but I don't know.
The NBA playoffs really should be where we make our opinions on these guys.
Well, how do you feel?
And watching the NBA playoffs, he was the number 1 guy, low key.
Yeah,
Edwards.
Yeah, but how do you feel about voting for like league awards should take place after playoffs? Like, I feel like that should have a little bit of say in some things. You know what I mean? Like, an MVP should not be bounced round. And I get that's what like or the finals MVP and shit.
It would need a restructure. It would need a restructure to where it's MVP of the 2024 season. You know,
Yeah, no, that's what I
that's
mean.
how that's how you got to do it, I think. And then if it was something like this year, yeah, I mean, Jason Tatum would have to win it.
I think you're right.
Like if he wins the
Yeah.
finals, he would have to win that award for sure.
Okay, so does the reigning MVP, like whoever wins the MVP, would you say they have the belt? Like pretty no.
Finals MVP.
Okay.
I think it's a combination here, though, Jim. It's
So
a
let's say the
combination.
Mavs win and Kyrie goes off the series.
Finals MVP.
Finals MVP. Kyrie's got the strap.
That'd be well. I think it would be honestly huge for his career and where he goes, like in the pantheon of great players. Like that would be the ultimate. It's the ultimate accomplishment.
I think it'd be very solidifying doing it without LeBron, right? You know what I mean? Obviously, Luka is another great player, but not
Yeah.
LeBron. At least
Kyrie might be cooking something up here for these finals.
I could
He's
see
got.
it.
He loves when the world's watching.
Well,
you
that's
know he does.
no more clutch player in the league right now than Kyrie. Oh, career, yeah, I mean career wise.
Yeah,
Like there's some
so
guys that
this
have had
guy's-
more clutch moments, but like over the career, Kyrie is nasty.
Yeah. But and this is going to be a hot take, but I think my take on the finals is Kyrie's getting strapped.
Wow.
I think Derek White.
Let's go.
I think Derek White and Drew Holiday are gonna make his ass make it a miserable time for him. Like I think it's gonna be a miserable time for Kyrie. I think we see at least one Kyrie less than 10-point game.
And do you think we see
at least one?
Does
multiple less than 20s?
I could believe that because and the Mavs have done a little bit better this postseason, spreading the love. You know what I mean? They've realized it can't just be Luka and fucking what's his name, Kyrie.
Yeah.
But fuck, what was I gonna ask? Something about Kyrie.
I get a text from Hunter.
Oh
right?
boy, and dog.
He goes. This is what I'm thinking, and he says it has $5 on Derek Lively, $5 on Derek Jones Jr., $5 on Derek White. All these fucking no names to win Finals MVP. I'm like, Hunter, why don't you just send me the $45 and we'll fucking go out for beers? Like,
tell him, yeah, exactly.
Don't do this. Like, there's 4 people max that could win this. It's either Jason, Jlannd, Kyrie, or Luka.
Yeah.
That's it.
Aside from there being like a catastrophe where they all get assassinated outside of the arena, yes, 100%. That is
exactly.
crazy.
I was like, if anything, just pick a shooter. Maybe they get hot. Mike Miller situation.
Yeah, but even then, it's like they still wouldn't give it to him. That's funny. Have you ever? Because being in Reno, or I guess you not as much, but like
I was in a lot.
Nah, kinda.
Of the U.
Of the worst bar in America. Shout out.
R.I.P.
It's a bus stop now. That's what you get, pussies. But people would text me and be like, "Hey, I got a bet for you, or a bet for myself. Could you put this in for me?" And so I
was gonna say, let me put it in for you, Hunt.
100%, dude. And I would just play banker. And there was one time where I lost, and it wasn't even like big money, but I was just like, I forget who. It might have been like P-Hawk or something. Someone texted me and was like, wanted to bet the Giants. And I was like, dude, like, sure. And it was like the Giants, the over, and something else, like a parlay. Ended up being like $130. And I was like, yeah, for sure. It just pocketed like the 10, $15. Ended up having to pay. I was like, fuck, god damn it. That really bit me in the ass. But there's been so many where like people send me money for UFC bets, and I'm like, yeah, please. You're taking overs on Derek Lewis fights. It's like right in the pocket.
How did you do on the UFC bets or the picks for the last UFC?
Honestly, didn't watch. I did picks, I guess, beforehand, but who did I have wrong? I had one on the prelims wrong. I thought I would have parlayed. You know what I mean? I didn't actually throw any bets down. But I haven't been watching UFC as much. It's just not as intriguing. There's people. It sounds bad, but
not enough geese.
Nah, fuck geese. I'm no gi till I die. But when like people from high school that are just weirdos are posting about UFC now, it makes me just not want to watch it.
Dude, we should switch over to Power Slap. Let's be OG Power Slap
Wow,
fans.
that's kind of sick.
Like, or honestly, start a team, little roster.
A
We can
Power
train
Slap
together.
roster to get $200
I
for
don't know.
CTE.
Right now, it's just the Wild Wild West. We need to institutionalize it, Bill Belichick style. You know what I mean?
Wow, bring some strategy to Power Slap.
Strategy and some branding, dude.
That would be crazy. But no, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what sport could I pick up? Like, I was thinking bowling. Like, just because I used to be not big
The knees,
into bowling.
though, Jim.
But I got a ball, got the shoes. It's good for the arm. It's nice and lengthening in the arm.
I can see you being really good at that one too.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's just like the only bad
Darts?
thing is there's no cheap places to go anymore. Like there's the one by Deanza, I forget what it's called, but like Cambrian, if Cambrian was open, oh my God, like $3 games, come on, can't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Days, man. Good days. You putting spin on it, Jim, or you a straight shooter? You throwing the gutters up?
No, definitely no bumpers. Come on, you fucking
Bumpers.
strike me as a bitch. No, I have my own ball, but I think it's too heavy for me. I mean, I'm man
The
enough.
16?
No, it's a 14, but it's a real dense 14. It's a real dense 14.
I know there's different levels to the 14. For sure.
But it honestly, like I've held the ones like hand in hand, like Alley 14 and mine. This one just feels way heavier. But I'll throw straight for the most part, and then if my straight game's not on, then I switch to the spin.
Starts to spinning it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But old Kev Cal, we've told it on here before. He bowled a 299 one time.
No,
and-
he did.
Oh, he's so good at bowling. Yeah. No, he's
That's unreal. That's a bowling shark shit.
crazy. No, he's no holes. Like he doesn't hold it. He just two hands the ball and he's full on spinning it like crazy. It's funny. But he had a 299 obviously down to the last frame, and the whole alley was gathered around him. Just like everyone was like, word got around, got a 300 going.
Word got around?
Yeah. And then he
Don't talk to
fucking left the 10 pin up, last pin, literal last pin, and just was like, fuck.
That's when you know shit's rigged. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
You have to think the bowling alley. It's like the bowling alley pulling a Jackie Moon.
Right.
First 300 gets lifetime fucking tickets
Exactly.
and a big $10,000 check.
Corn dogs.
I went to the bank. They didn't take my big check.
Oh,
I go to a
Dukes.
bigger bank.
Gotta go to a bigger bank. Oh, it looks like Dukes is on a little something homegrown. Hey. But yeah, no, it's just crazy. I've never even gotten close to 200. It's like 175, I think is my max.
Yeah, I bowled a 150 and I was pretty proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, my 150 is about where I sit. And I feel like that's like hitting 100 in golf. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought we were talking about golf. Yeah, I'm about the one. I'm just kidding. Yeah, classic, dude. I'm pretty confident that I'm a under 100 golf player from this point moving forward in my life. Had a pretty shitty round the other day. It was a 98.
Hell yeah, and that's
You know
pretty
what I mean?
solid.
I had a horrible time out there. I couldn't find the fairway. I was fucking doing all the worst types of things. My swing was getting worse as the day went on. But I still got out of there under 100, you know? So I'll take it.
And that's like you had a horrible day, but if you went out there with like, let's just say some random schmoes from work, like you still wouldn't be the worst person by a long shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's the nice thing. But yeah, I shot a 92 at Muni. Let's go. Was feeling
Let's go,
good.
Jim. That's what I'm talking about.
Kind of fucked up the first. Is there anything
What about
worse?
golf in terms of going pro, Jim? You can.
No, I'm not trying to. No,
Or
I'm
disc
talking
golf.
about watching. I need something to watch.
I see.
Yeah.
Disc golf.
It just doesn't do it for me.
Lax, honestly.
Wow, back to lax, and it's nationally
The
televised.
cross, yeah, the championship was just on Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm. Who did Philly win?
No. College lacrosse. It was Notre Dame. Go Irish.
Shit.
The Kavanaugh twins or the Kavanaugh brothers.
Wow.
They were on Pat McAfee show and shit like that. They're
Kinda
sick, back-to-back champs.
Was that the guy ripping heaters in the pool afterwards? You see that? They had the
Maybe.
they had the trophy inside of like a hot tub, and they were just fucking ripping heaters with the trophy. I was like, that's Lax Bros are the sickest. Again,
Dude, I saw
a bad stigma, but sick.
Dude, if I ever am lucky enough to have kids, I want them to play lacrosse. That's the game that you get them on young. You get the stick skills. Hey, we're going to the park today. We're hitting that wall. And in fact, we're going Mamba mentality. Like, we're gonna make you great. And you know how we're gonna do it is at 5 a.m. we're going and we're hitting the wall. And then at 7 a.m. and we go eat breakfast and then we nap. And then we wake up and we go hit the wall again. You know what I mean?
That's a nice recipe for some burnout.
Yeah. some temper tantrums, huh?
Yeah, but you know what? You got to get over those, and then you get a Tiger Woods. You get a Kobe Bryant.
Tell you what, if you produce a lacrosse athlete, that's someone that could go golf. That's someone that could go hoop. That's someone that could play soccer. They might even be able to field a baseball.
You know what? I would say baseball has the best potential of not professional crossover athletes, but like a baseball player. You put any sort of stick or anything in their hand, I feel like they look pretty decent. You know what I mean?
Well, I just think it's the hardest one. Baseball is the hardest one.
Right. And it's like, I think hockey players have better
downhill
hand-eye than baseball players, but I think hitting a baseball is the single hardest thing to do in sports.
I agree. But the hardest position in sports is quarterback in the NFL. Because you don't have to, it's the hardest to hit a baseball, but they don't expect you to hit it every time.
I would have said, I think a quarterback 10 years ago, 15 years ago would have been the hardest. I feel like they've lightened the loads up on quarterbacks, not taking as many hits. The earpieces are huge. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a lot, but I mean, obviously you're on every play you have to be on. There's no.
I miss the glory days of our childhood back when the NFL would be like 2-step rule for the quarterback hits. Like the quarterback gets rid of it if you're within a step and a half. Just like layups. It's like traveling. Like step and a half, 2 steps, sometimes 3 if it looks right.
Exactly. Like, you got to gather.
Ask Troy Aikman. I'm surprised that guy could still fucking talk.
Hey, he's one of the better ones. That's crazy. But like,
he's one of the best, dude.
Guys like Jim McMahon, it's just like, it's sad. They're just they're fucked up. I mean, great football though. Way better product than we have today, let me tell you. Just from a visually appealing standpoint.
The reckless ones.
Yeah.
You think if they played without helmets, there would be less head injuries?
I've thought about this actually quite a bit. I don't know why, but just because like the whole rugby scenario, but I think football is hitting people is so ingrained in football that the hits wouldn't stop. I think you would get the Brett Biggers out there that are like, I don't give a fuck if I have a helmet on or not. I'm going to bury my head so far. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't care. And I think that's uniquely American and uniquely football.
Yeah.
But
shout out Teddy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Teddy
I don't know.
Saved football. I don't know if you know that story.
Say that again.
Teddy Roosevelt saved football. They were trying to ban football because people were dying.
I didn't know.
Back in the Leatherhead day. Yep.
Wow. So how did he save it? Did he put Leatherheads on, or did he invent the forward pass? There wasn't as much commotion.
Is that true?
I don't know. No,
I feel like that is like low key, maybe almost true. But I don't know what he did. I think he added like safety protocols, but like just as president was like, this is here to stay. I don't know.
Kind of sick. Have you ever seen Leatherheads with Clooney?
Never.
Underrated, good movie. It's like it's pretty funny. Like they're just like figuring the rules of football out, and they're like, I mean, it's like you always have that one guy. Like for us, it was fucking my brother Mikey as a kid who was just like making the rules up as he went along. We was just like, nah, it benefits me. I'll take that's 15-yard penalty. Just shit like that. But it's underrated movie. But yeah. Now, what do you think of the helmets or lack thereof?
Honestly, I think the future of football is going to look like 7-on-7, if I'm being honest. With like the foamy helmets.
I hate that. And I already see guys wearing them in camp, and it looks so funky. And they're like, have the option to wear them in games or preseason games or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like the extra weight on the head is like, is that not detrimental to the neck at some degree?
Yeah, it's got to be. Well, I just think it gives people like the idea that they're safer than they are. They're like, I have this helmet. It's designed to protect me, so I could just use my head.
For sure. Yeah, use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know.
Dude, my Twitter feed is great. Sometimes it'll pop up just like clean or no, and it's like a block in football, and it's just a guy completely spearing someone in the face.
Like,
And I'm like, no clearly
shot.
not. Wanted to fucking show
Not
the
even
up.
20 years ago was that clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, shit like that. Or like I get a lot of like NBA ones, like, is this a travel? And it's just like, honestly, it turns into a race war in the comments immediately. Every white guy's like, travel, and everyone else is like, nope, that's clean. You get the carry step, and I'm like, hey, carry step's not it's a gather one. You have to be going towards the hoop. Like, there's so many. Oh God,
The game is fucked, Jim. I
bad.
seriously feel this way when I'm playing pickup a lot of times, that I'm underutilizing my steps by a lot. Like, I could get away with a whole extra step on my move that I'm just not taking advantage of because I think it's travel. Now, let's not get hung up on the travels.
Yes.
All right. We all know what a step through when Kevin McHale used to do it, and the step through what we're seeing now are not two different things. They are two different things. But my question is this, Jim. There was an Instagram post about fouls in pickup. I made a comment on this Instagram post.
You call the guy who fouled a fat fuck or something like that?
No, but every single day, I get more and more likes on this comment. Like, it's like,
really?
I think it's like a little viral comment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all I said was, who plays like that, right? So I guess the people are with me. But let me get your thoughts on this, Jim.
Okay.
You're playing basketball. You get fouled. You call foul. Ball goes in. Defense says, no, you called foul. Bucket's no good.
Say that one more time. Fellas, blink if you haven't purchased your Father's Day gift yet. Yeah, we thought so. Today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. Maybe your pops has had a bush since the 70s, and that's okay. Our friends at Manscaped have crafted the total package for his special day. Whether it's for the boys downstairs, his beard, or even the best pair of underwear out there, Manscaped has his bases covered. Head over to manscaped.com and get 20% off plus free shipping with code Trough. From daddy to zaddy. Trust Manscaped.
God, remember the old beard trimmer your dad's been using since you were a kid? Yep, it's time for an upgrade. Introducing the face shaver. That's a must-have for that smooth finish daddy loves. The Manscaped Handyman. Powerful and compact, this face shaver isn't just for home use. It's perfect for quick touch-ups, on the go. Its precision blades ensure a clean shave every time, making it an essential tool for any dad's grooming routine. If your dad prefers rocking a scruffier beard, then it's the Beard Hedger Pro Kit is the ultimate beard maintenance kit for him. It's the all-in-one kit, including the Beard Hedger, Manscaped's most advanced beard trimmer, along with the shampoo, conditioner oil, balm for his beard. It also comes with a brush, comb, and scissors so he can style his beard, mustache like a true gentleman. Now, I saw the movie Ungentlemanly Warfare, whatever, trash. Don't go watch it.
Hate to see it.
With summer just around the corner, great beards in that movie, though. With summer just around the corner, the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the perfect gift for him. Designed with hairy daddies in mind, it features a signature Lawnmower 5.0 for all his grooming needs. While you're upgrading his grooming tools, don't forget about his underwear drawer. The set of underwear he got for Christmas a decade ago most definitely needs an upgrade. Thankfully, Manscaped's Boxers 2.0 are here to help. The Boxers 2.0 were crafted with a simple mission to be the most comfortable boxers a man can buy. What makes these bad boys different? The jewel pouch, wearing them right now, dedicated space stack absolutely does cradle my stones in place with a perforated performance fabric for extra breathability, Jim.
Wow, that was expertly done. I heard in Ungentlemanly Warfare they were sponsored by Manscaped. That might be hearsay. I don't know. The beards look great, though. And that being said, get 20% off plus free shipping with code Trough at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code Trough. Never forget where you came from, if you know what I mean. Happy Father's Day from Manscaped. Boom!
So what they're saying is that if you call a foul and it goes in, the bucket doesn't count. As soon as you call the foul, your ball up top.
So there's no and ones.
So there's no and ones.
You either get the bucket or can you take the bucket and not the ball?
No, you don't get the bucket if you call foul.
That's crazy.
If you call foul, you don't get the bucket, is what they say.
That's crazy. That's
absolute wild. That does not make any sense to me.
No, I get the not getting and ones, getting the ball up top, unless you're like, I've seen guys shoot free throws at the park, which is also another crazy move. Like if you get right, but that's also a way to curb fouls. Every foul, you just pull up a free throw. It's like, fuck it. That's an easy way to get people to stop fouling. I don't like that, but
is it an easy way to get people to stop calling fouls?
Also, kinda. But that's
what's
just
a bigger issue at most parks? People fouling too much or people calling too many fouls?
It's always the same guy on both ends is the fucking most annoying part. It's like, it's always the same guy who's fouling the shit out of everyone, and then he gets lightly tapped, and he's like, foul. And it's like, brother, don't make us call this both ways, because I'll just, again, leave. I'm not playing. Not going to do it. But it's definitely the guy that's fouling. Fouling's always worse, because they don't know they're doing it.
Fouling's the answer. I agree.
There's always bigger guys that are just bodying you, and it's like, my hands are up, and it's like, yeah, but your gut's fucking pushing me. Like, you can't.
This one,
yeah,
arm out, and just like my arm was there before your body ran into it. Classic.
I hate it. I that's why I don't ball at the park anymore.
We got to get you back out there though, Jim.
Nah, we got some new interns.
Books and ball.
Yeah, books and ball I could be down for it. But we got new interns, and one of them just loves playing basketball. So he's like, yeah, like every day I'm hooping. I'm like, all right, well, got a ball in the car. So lunch when it cools down, we're fucking balling. I'll make him rebound. He's the intern. What the fuck?
Hell yeah.
No, I wish
he's the 10th, dude. He's Ryan.
Wow, the 10th. I wish we had interns in our department. It would make my life so easy. Oh.
How much of your work life feels like an episode of The Office, Jim?
Honestly,
and if you were to give yourself a character of who you are at work, who are you?
You know, that's so weird. It's going to sound crazy. I was thinking about this morning because I've been watching Office again, going to sleep. I'm Andy. I want to say so badly that I'm someone else, but at work, I'm Andy. You get me on the wrong day, I'm putting a fucking hole in a wall, but do beer me that poster, buddy. You know, I'm
trying to remember. Andy's the one that went to Cornell, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, aside from that, like the musical stuff, but like personality wise, just through and through, I would have to say probably. And I mean, everyone wants to say they're Jim, right? Nah, I'm not.
Not everyone can be Jim, dude.
And Jim's kind of a villain. I hate to say, Jim's a fucking big bully. He just bullies Dwight.
Stole that guy's girl?
Well, he's a philanderer, that's for sure. But
yeah, promiscuous, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of, the more I watch Office, the more I'm out on Jim and Pam. You know, the story doesn't do it for me. It's
kind of boring, right?
Kind of boring. But Andy, on the other hand, holy
great
smokes.
Show. Love that show.
Oh, great show. So, okay, have you been in the school teaching?
My first day is on Friday.
Oh shit, no way.
I headed down to the community high of San Diego, downtown San Diego. Got art class.
No way.
That I'm in charge of. Dude, I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
That's so sick.
They're like, you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, like let's fucking do it. I don't even know what to expect.
Yeah. Have they offered you any other ones that you're like math and you're like, I think I'm good off the math?
No, they've been on some bullshit, to be honest. They'll text me like, hey, we have a work opportunity for you on tomorrow. Call this number. And then I call the number. No one answers. I leave a voicemail. No call back. No call in the morning. I'm like, oh,
what the
must
fuck?
have gave it to someone else then.
That's crazy. So is that how it works? Like, you just got to be the fastest to fucking hit the line?
But they'll call you ahead of time too. Like they called me for this Friday. They called me today for this Friday shift. But
Damn.
big things, dude. I'm about to be
That's
in
so
charge
sick.
of a high school art class, bro. Shout
That's
out Mr.
wild.
Galvin, dude. If you know, you know. dude.
Tony
If you know,
G, leader of Galvania. Throw out them G's, baby.
let's go.
Damn, that's wild. So, did they say what kind of art class? Is it like a sculpture class or something like that?
They said you don't need to know anything about art. No, I don't know. I don't know what type of.
Perfect.
I'm really happy art is my first class though. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's a chill. Everyone knows that's a chill class.
Yes.
Everyone knows that's a fucking chill class.
The kids
dude.
are walking into art high vibes already. You know what I mean? And then you got art with the sub. It's like, brother, we're just sitting for an hour.
Like, I'm just so excited to be able to match that energy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, hey guys, you want it to be an easy day? Guess what? It's an easy day. Who's got candy?
Damn, that's
You're not gonna get in trouble. I'm hungover.
Who knows what that means? Means you got the runs. No, it means I had the runs yesterday. Dude, School of Rock, another underrated movie. I'm not a big Jack Black guy. He makes me cringe in most things he does, but
That's
goddamn,
peak. But
peak, absolute peak.
that's as good as it gets right there.
Dude,
I
did
feel like
you-
that was kind of his love child. That movie.
Yeah. You can tell. I mean, with Tenacious D, it's like something. The music thing is something that really actually goes. Tenacious D, also a great movie. The guy Ned Schneebly, the redhead, Mike White from School of Rock.
Hello, Ned.
Ned.
Yeah.
But he went on Survivor, right? The redhead Ned Schneebly goes on
Yeah.
Survivor, and there was like a huge scandal that he brought like weed gummies with him to Survivor, like snuck them onto the island, and like was like super can't do that, super against the rules. So he's like,
Yeah, but I'm a big believer that like the rules just mean don't get caught.
true. People,
Is that facts or no?
to
If your
some
parents
degree.
say don't be home by 11, it means don't get caught being home before 11.
Hey,
I mean
don't.
after 11.
I was gonna say something.
Maybe
that might, nah, maybe not.
Feel
Don't let my imagination run. Anyways, he was like, you could see like you play back the episode, and he's like waking up, and he's like, oh, like just had like a great night's sleep, and everyone else is like, like shivering through the night, and he's like, he had no fucking. Didn't care, and I was like, God, that is so great. I would love to do that.
He couldn't feel his toes.
Oh, yeah.
He got the fucking weed gummies that made you not hungry.
Yeah, right. Starvable.
That Hollywood shit.
So funny. But dude, what else have you been up to? I mean, we can get into the
Dude.
draft in a little bit, but I wanna know what's been going on in the life.
Dude, mainly just fucking getting jacked for the most part.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Me and Dante have been hitting the gym hard, dude.
let's go.
We've been getting after it good, and I'm off the vegan diet. I'm officially back on my. I think we may have talked about that.
Pause, man.
But
You're
back on my
meat?
lox, bro. I'm having smoked salmon by the fucking pound every day.
You were meant
putting it
to
down.
eat lox, man.
I was meant to eat lox, Jim. I'm glad that you recognize that. Because I tell you what, there's no food in this whole world that agrees with my stomach and with my body more than some smoked salmon, Jim. I tell you.
Yeah.
Back like I never left.
That's crazy. I'm happy for you, because I know a Noah's breakfast sandwich with some lox on it for the old boy is as good as it gets.
Well, that's what I used to have before every soccer game my whole childhood.
And to
You know,
think that you turned your
lox,
back.
bagel with lox, man. Jalapeno bagel, jalapeno cream cheese.
Ooh, jalapeno, a little kick to it. But it is
Okay.
kind of sick to see that you did it for what, 2.5 years, something like that. Two
A little
plus?
over 2 years.
That's
And I still pretty much do it for the most part.
right.
It's like, if I'm looking for food, in general, I'm looking for food that is like plant-based or whatever. But your boy likes lox.
Have you had
And
a
he's back.
steak
And that's
yet?
to be celebrated.
Have you had a steak yet?
Yeah, I had a bite of Matt's tri-tip, but that
A
shit is
bite.
honestly doesn't really agree with me.
Really? So the red
like,
meat
this shit
is not
tastes
as
like-
much.
Because I was off that for a while. I was always off red meat, even when I was not on my
I see.
gig, you know. Not as much, yeah. I think. Not
How
as
about
much.
a Jack in the Box chicken sando, extra mayo, no lettuce?
Yeah, all good. I'm all good on that.
That's so good.
But I did grab a fish fillet.
Hey.
I think I grabbed fish fillet when we went to McDonald's. Actually.
Yeah, you did.
it kind of hit the spot. I hit a couple more since I've been down here. So
They are good.
then why I have McDonald's fries. It was 2 years
Nice.
since I had McDonald's fries. So
Hell yeah. And
yeah, kind of instantly saw changes in how my body was reacting as soon as I did start incorporating meat.
in a positive.
Yeah, kind of an L for the vegans on that one. As soon
Yeah.
as I started eating lox, I just started getting muscle growth. It was just like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's important.
Well,
But
it's
yeah.
hard to work out. You know what I mean? Like keep a consistent workout regimen on a vegan diet. Like getting that protein from
In a
plants
simple way,
is tough. If you know what I mean, you don't want to be supplement. You don't want to be shakes all day. It's like, oof, that's a tough way to get protein. That's sick though. Good for you, man. Let's go.
So hey, thanks, man. Look out if you're lox. If it's Super Bowl Sunday and you're a chicken wing, be careful.
You're
you
fucked.
know what I mean?
You're big fucked.
Fucked.
I love to hear it. That's good. Good to see you and T's
chilling,
back in the
really.
gym. What?
Yeah, just chilling. Really, me and the roommates went out last weekend.
Yeah, is there
It was
any
good to get
movement on the
all three of us in the town?
roommate situation? Do you guys figure out what you're gonna do?
We're good.
Are you guys staying?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're month to month starting in September, so our lease isn't even over
hell
for a
yeah.
little bit. We're here all summer for sure. I want to stay here as long as I can. I love our little slice of PB. Got to get you down here, by the way.
I know.
Check out the rec center, dude. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. I'm coming up in August too. We're gonna make another fucking.
Oh yeah.
Another Los Lagos Muni run, something like that.
Absolutely. And we got to do, we're going to do for 200 subscribers, we're going to eat 200 chicken nuggets. I don't know if you're down for McD's chicken nuggets. You don't have to participate. What about Chick-fil-A chicken? Nice grilled chicken. Come on.
You got me. It'd be better if it was wings.
Okay. We can.
Chicken wings.
The only reason I say.
200?
What?
You're doing 200.
Well, I was going to say between the 5 of us, we could knock out 200. But the reason I say that is.
Between the four of you, that's, what is
Todd,
that? 50 apiece?
Yeah, 50 apiece. But that's the bet. Todd and Boog have a bet now on the record.
I'm intrigued.
Boog says he can eat 50 chicken nuggets. Todd said, absolutely no way, Jose.
I'm with Todd.
And so that's where the bet lies. So the attempt will be 200. We'll see how far short we get.
I hate challenges like this, Jim.
Oh, I love them.
Because your body doesn't know that it's like some special YouTube challenge. It just knows that it's getting fucking way too much.
It's crazy. Like if you listen to the one where we did the donut holes, where we just did 100 donut holes. I think I ended up eating like 48 or something like that. And like
I like those better.
By the end of the episode, I sounded sick. I sounded like I had a cold. Like my body was like, "What are you doing?" But so worth it.
Yeah, I tried the 40 nuggets back in the day.
That was
back in like 8th grade, freshman year, track. I was like, I'm fucking tired. Like, I burned hella calories today. Let's give this a fucking shot. I was disgusted.
Yeah.
Felt sick.
And
I got through like 30. Felt sick.
I've hit the 40 with some fries before in a Powerade. I mean, that's $13, something, or used to be like $13 back in the day. It's probably like 50 now, but I mean, I think it's doable, but I have my reservations. So, but all right. Well, with that, let's get on with the draft.
Let's do it, Jim.
And this one,
by the way, Jim, hey, you brought your A game tonight. I gotta say,
I appreciate that.
Came out firing, bro.
Thank you. And that's hey, I appreciate it because, like I said, it was a long day. I had a lot to say. It was all built up. So, thank you for that.
Podfather himself, man.
Nah, it's Bill Sims, legend.
You know,
who started the podcast with us? By the way, I might say him and Russillo and Cannell. Those were all the fucking listening to Deanza, me, you, Bowersfield, just legends.
Russillo and Cannell. It's SVP and Russillo for me. You're the only one that loved the Cannell.
Dude,
you love the Cannell. Goat of the week. Shout out Dan Cannell. He was the worst, but the best.
He's the worst. He's on Twitter, and he like every week he's like in some tiff with like a random burner account, and it's like, what are you doing, Danny? Like you're way too good for this. Stop. Just stop. But obviously he's
good times though. Good times.
The best. But okay, tonight's draft we just keep it simple. Superpowers.
That's it.
That's it. Um, and with that being said, would you like to go first?
I would love to go first.
Okay, let me hit these tones.
Don't let my excitement make you nervous.
What was that?
Give me time travel.
Oh, wow, that was on my list. That's really
Sneaky, right? Everyone forgets about the time travel, but dude, I just talk about travel in the world. How about travel in history?
good. Yeah, I mean, where?
Have
Okay,
fun in Puerto Rico. I'll be in fucking 16th century fucking Japan.
now let me ask you, where is the first place you're going when you got time travel? If you only had, okay, you only have one. Your time machine only works there and back one time. Where are you going? I know that's not the superpower, but I wanna know this answer.
God, I mean, I'll just go with whatever my first initial instinct was, which was the Revolutionary War.
Ooh, okay,
I just kind of want to see it all happen,
that's kind of crazy.
you know? Yeah, and then if I only could go back to that place, and then I get to live on from there on, so it's like I kind of get to see the very beginning.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, I see how you want. I meant like you can
No,
travel.
I was
okay,
just, that was the added bonus.
I see.
I
See. Yeah,
but, like, I
because
want to see who was the guy two by sea, one by land.
Paul Revere.
There you
One
go.
if by
I
land,
want to see
two
him
if by
do his
sea.
thing.
Yeah, and that's if you go back too much further and have to live in the time period, you're like, ugh, life's getting a little. You never know if you're gonna make it. You know what I mean? A cut could be the end of your life. You could get. But that's a good one. I think I would go Egypt. Let's see how the pyramids are made. I would go like right to the last like 2 weeks of the pyramids, see them getting finished up. Fucking be crazy.
Like where your head's at. I was thinking Moses too. So that was kind of incorporating that, and then I was like, why not Jesus?
Well, they'd have to be real. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Come on.
You get that, dude. But walking through the Red Sea, if it actually split, I mean, tell me that wouldn't be sick. Seeing
That's what I'm saying, dude. Seeing
fucking
Miriam
60 feet.
shaking her tambourine.
Ledge. How do you even dance? How do you dance to the Ava Nagila?
Good shit.
That's
Your
good.
pick.
I like that. I mean, time travel is, and especially if you could do it consistently, right? Just bouncing back and forth. Even if you just wanted to
read a history book, then travel to whatever you're.
It's Bill and Ted. It's fucking Bill and. Have you ever seen Bill and Ted?
Oh, Excellent Adventure.
It's the best.
One of them was good.
Excellent Adventure. 69, dude. Crazy. Just like out of this world 80s humor. Okay. So mine, I think, God, I mean, I don't want to be a basic bitch, but I'm going to go with invisibility. And now
I love that one.
Yeah, but I feel like it's so simple. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks of it. You think of superpower, you think of invisibility, but I think that is because it's such a good power. You do literally anything you want. You're talking about breaking rules and not getting caught. Invisibility. You do whatever. I mean, if I was a young lad and could go invisible, whew, this world would be a different place.
Oh yeah,
for a lot
there'd be one more person in the girls' locker room.
Exactly. I was gonna say for a lot of females that were my age. You didn't let me finish. No, but no, I think it would just be. I mean, think of any concert you want to go to. You're like, fucking, I'm invisible.
Right,
get me through the gates, and then you're in. You want to
hang out in the green room. You know,
that would be trippy. Just someone accidentally sits on your lap, and you're like, hey, oh. But nah, invisibility is like I said, one you think of first, but I like it.
I like it.
So
it's a good one.
Yeah, that's it. Round 2. Here you go.
All right. For this superpower, I'm actually going to go ability to speak to animals.
Oh, wow.
Kind of off the left field wall.
Kind of, but
now let me ask you this, Jim, and if I can't have both, then I'll just take the animals. But I was going to say being able to speak all languages, including with animals.
How about I give you like, is it telekinesis? Like being able to like read minds almost, but like you can speak. I'll give you Take it all. Take it all. You're speaking You're speaking to anything you want. Trees, take it.
Anyone I want, I can speak their language. Thank you, Jim.
Yes, have
That's
it.
great. That's graceful. I appreciate it.
That's okay. So one language you could speak, just snap of the fingers right now. What would it be? Are you going?
Spanish, for sure.
Really? I would go.
Thinking,
what?
You're thinking animals?
No. I was thinking languages. That'll be the next question. What's the first animal you would talk to? But
Elephant.
wow, that's crazy. Like a 200-year-old elephant being like, "Yo, what the fuck you been through?"
Happened.
He's like, "Yo, you bitches stole my tusk fucking 50 years ago. What the fuck?" No, but I think I would go with Portuguese. Portuguese would be a sick language to learn. Portuguese.
Slogan.
Exactly. Well, it goes with the jiu-jitsu so well, and just being able to break it out. 'Cause I know not every day, not every month we get a Portuguese person in there, but every now and again we get a guy in the gym giving the porras and stuff, and I'm like, I would love to be able to converse, and just sounds sick.
Just go to Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah. Dope. But yeah, no, that's a good one. Like you said, off the wall did not make my list, but
yeah,
glad
perfect.
it made yours. Boom. Oof. This is tough. All right, I'm gonna go with like the Elastigirl. I'm gonna go with the ability of the super stretch.
Whoa, Mr. Incredible style.
Mrs. Incredible.
Oh.
Mr. Incredible had the strength. He was the fucking.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, there you go, Mr. Fantastic. But yeah, no, again, would help the jiu-jitsu game tremendously. You're talking blown hammies, see you later. ACL, what even is that? Give me rubber bones. Anaconda, squeeze. But yeah, super stretch, my rubber guard would be so lethal if I could just fucking bend the leg. I'd be fucking wrapping my arm around the neck. But I don't know.
Jim.
I feel like just the limiting of injuries, if you could stretch, is.
Jim, do you think law of attraction with you preparing to be able to kick someone's ass is going to bring you someone who needs their ass kicked?
That's a good question. No.
No.
I don't.
I think yes. I think not that it's bad. It might not mean you're in danger, but I think you preparing to kick someone's ass, there will be a time where you need to do something. And yeah.
Now, okay, going off that, is it bad that when I see some sketchy looking folk, like let's say I'm at a mall and I'm just hardcore profiling, whether it be like just a bum that's just, like I like kind of keep my eye on them, and I'm like, I kind of hope they steal something or try and run off with something, and I can subdue. You know what I mean? There is that part of me that's like, that wouldn't be the worst thing, but I don't know. I feel like I would bitch out. You know what I mean? Unless it was like a real you need to step in type moment. I feel like I'd be like,
I know how you feel about certain stuff like that. Because, dude, if there was a guy running from the cops and you were just like walking on the sidewalk and he was running down, you sticking the leg out?
Oh, 100, dude.
You're 100%. Are you kidding me?
Like, let's say there's
the fuck out of the way.
A fat cop right behind me, and that guy's booking on him, and it's like I can catch him, and that guy has no way. I'm catching him 1,000% of the time. What the fuck? I don't even
be the hero, Jim.
Exactly. I don't even care what they did. What? You stole something from Walmart, one of the biggest corporations in the world? Fuck you. We're going down.
All right. Follow-up question.
Yes.
If someone's attacking you and the people you're with a knife, would you rather have a knife to protect yourself, or would you rather have pepper spray?
Pepper spray goes further than a knife. You never want to be in a knife fight. I would try and fucking run. You know what I mean? Like
disarm.
Go one-on-one. Like get the attention. Be like, get out of here, and then.
Okay, Jim.
You know what I mean? Then you hit the pepper spray.
And then head kick.
No, but that's honestly like. You see guys in the UK getting stabbed with knives all the time, right? They don't got guns over there. They're big on the knives. And it's like, sometimes I think a front kick, like how close you got to be to get a knife. My leg's a lot longer than your arms. You got to get distance. You got to get inside. And
That's why I think the pepper spray is the move.
exactly. If you're downwind, I've seen
You want to create distance.
so many videos of cops using pepper spray and like just getting themselves and being like dropping the pepper spray and being like, I'm like, what are we doing? Like, have some fucking. I don't know.
To preface this, all those questions were just a preface for this question, Jim, which is it a soft move or a boss move to carry pepper spray on your keys?
That's a soft move. Depends where you live. Honestly,
but if someone attacks you with a knife, you'd rather have the pepper spray.
Well, it's like if you're in a homeless-ridden territory, it's like I don't care. I don't want to touch a homeless person with fucking anything. I don't want my knife getting homeless blood. Spray. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's an acceptable.
But you just said it was soft, and so did everyone else.
No, if you're in a homeless, if you're just carrying around pepper spray to carry around pepper spray, it's like that's a bit of a soft move. Are you a chick?
Why?
Are you a chick? You can't defend yourself?
If my chick is about to get stabbed, I want to be able to have the proper defense.
You're the proper defense there. You got to get stabbed for her, brother.
That's all I'm hearing.
That's American culture.
Thank
you gotta
for saying it.
You gotta wear it, brother. That's how we do this. Just hope they don't get a lung or a major artery.
What makes humans different than the rest of the species is our ability to use tools, Jim.
That's true. Manipulate
Don't
our
be a
environment.
tool, use a tool.
Hey, I like that. Get it quoted. Right. Spray paint a t-shirt.
Is it you or me?
Round 3, it's you.
It's back to me.
Back to you.
I think my choice would be to make every woman I meet fall in love with me.
Wow, rapist. Next.
No. Good luck, Chuck style.
Pepe Le Josh. Now that one, I feel like you said every woman you
meet.
Wow. Okay. So, do you think that won't have?
Maybe fall in love with?
No. You said it. We rang the bell. You said it.
I said it. I like it.
How many? I feel like it would get to a point where you would have to lock yourself in a room. You would get some stalkers. No, I mean this seems like a great idea at first, but
it's not the best idea. It's not the best idea, Jim. But all I was thinking was just like that like level of it that everyone maybe would like to feel when they enter a room where it's like, oh, all the girls are looking at you, or like, everyone wants you like you're fucking Drake or the Beatles or something like that.
Right.
Beatles level Rizz.
I like that. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Beatles level Rizz. Yeah.
Well, I'll put that down as the
I guess just famous. Being famous.
Beatles level Rizz.
Beatles level Rizz.
Okay, that's the title of the episode, by the way.
Nice.
I like that one, but again, I feel like it's tough.
No good?
No, it's very good, and that's where the issue lies. Almost too good. If you have all that Rizz, it's like what happened to the Beatles. 2 of them were killed or something like that.
Well, but mind you, Jim, you don't have to be with all these girls.
But they want to be with you.
It only makes the one girl that you do choose feel that much more special.
I see. Well,
see where I'm going?
I do.
It's like Paul McCartney was married.
Was.
Or is.
No, I mean, I'm just
he had a
agreeing with
wife
you,
the whole time, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
But he still had that Beatles level aura.
Had it in him. If he wanted it. Exactly. Okay, yeah. I'm with you. Now, kind of going off that question, when's the last time you walked into a room and thought, I'm the smartest person in this room?
Today.
Yes. That's
No, honestly, I think Dante's probably smarter than me.
No, but like I'm talking like in a public place. Like you just like first glance, you're like,
yeah.
You put me with these fucking schmoes. Like what the fuck,
dude? I live in Pacific Beach, dude. Like, every time I'm in the bar. Yeah. No, I personally always viewed myself to be, in terms of intelligence in any room that I walk into, somewhere between the 70 and the 90 mark.
I feel
how I see myself. Hey. I hope I'm not too I hope that's self-aware enough. I don't know if that's not self-aware. Maybe I'm dumber than that.
Exactly. But I feel like that's like, I forget what the saying is, but it's like I'm dumb enough to know I'm not smart, but smart enough to know I'm not, or you know what I mean? It's like one of those
Stuff
weird
like
fucking
that.
flipped around sayings, but like, I feel the same way
Like, but
most of
it's
the time.
also like, what is smart, right? But I think like if they were like, fucking, hey, everyone at this bar, who's Henry Kissinger? Does anyone know? And be like, I know, I can
Right.
figure that shit out,
Like
or
what is smart? Are we doing an IQ test or is it just like,
yeah, it's like,
I'm talking
how we
like
doing?
all around. I'm talking you combine street
Well-roundedness, right?
smarts. Yeah, exactly. Well
Like what?
rounded.
Like it's like we have a quiz coming up, but we don't know what the quiz is going to be on. It's like
Who you betting on? I bet on
I like
myself
my
a
chances.
1,000 times out of
Exactly.
1,000.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want the guy that knows a lot about, knows a little about a lot.
Jack of
Right?
all trades, master of none.
That's me.
Except
So you're
baby.
never going to be in that 90th percentile and up. Those are the specialists.
Yeah.
But,
Well, and that's like you meet like a really smart person. Like I've only met like I feel like a couple really smart people, and you're like, oh, okay. Like even like Andrew Lawrence is like, I'm like, oh, that makes total. You're way smarter in like that engineering. You know what I mean? Like he talks about shit, and I'm just like, I got fucking no clue what like those are foreign words, brother.
yeah.
Just shit like that. But
Mind you, I said like when I was given this ratio of like any room I'm in, that I meant what I said, like the rooms that I'm in,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like all the
No,
rooms
yeah,
that
yeah,
there
yeah,
can be.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got
exactly.
you,
There
yeah.
are definitely rooms where I'm not, But yeah.
No, I like it. All right, Beatles level Rizz.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going with regeneration of limbs. Now, I would be using this as a party trick. Fucking
Hey, grab that knife. But wait.
Ex-
But does it hurt or no?
that's a good question. I feel like probably yeah. Damn, I didn't think that through. Fuck.
No, I'll give you full regenerative to where it's like.
Okay, but does it hurt? Because like, how
No,
funny would it
doesn't hurt.
be? Like Sharia law, like you go into like you're in Afghanistan and they're like, "All right, we're cutting your arm off. You stole," and you're like, you put your arm down, boom, chopped off. Exactly. Fuck you. Exactly. Would be hilarious.
Got you. Regeneration of limbs, Jim.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I'm just going for. I'm slowly building myself to be what
You'll
you
go viral.
would go viral. I mean, could you imagine like what's the Pain Olympics where they chop their dicks off? Remember that old video back in the day?
I knew there was some castration that was involved here.
Could have been me. I could be castrating and then just back to normal the next day. You want a nutsack? I'll get you my nutsack for a coin purse. That's what I do.
People don't know Jim comes from the 2 girls 1 cup era of the
Oh,
internet.
it's so good.
That's what the kids don't understand.
It's crazy. Honestly, I came from a fucked up world because this kid, Chandler Segrist, I've talked about him a few times, but he had an older brother that was in college that pretty much raised him. And he was like my best friend in like 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. Like it was like one in the group, legend.
Yeah.
But he was always the guy, like he was beatboxing. He like was talking about weed and shit. And I was like, what? And they're like just teaching me all about life. And I was like, I need to go shake that guy's hand because he got me fucking prepared for life more than probably anybody else. Crazy.
Your first internship.
Literally the best.
Chandler's right.
Chandler Segrist. I'm nobody's right hand man. We were all
Oh, my bad.
all on one pair. Just
My bad.
just so it's known. But regenerational limbs. All right, round 4. What you got for us?
Invincibility
Oh, okay. Yeah.
/
yeah.
immortality.
See, that's what I was inching my way to immortality with all these regeneration and all that. But immortality. Now, if you had to pick an age, I guess not an age to which you would die, but how long would you want to live? Let's say you stop aging at 45. You think you could go forever and not fucking go mental?
I do think that.
That's crazy. I feel like at some point you would have so much information that you would
It's
just
gonna
be like,
hurt. You're gonna lose people, but you're gonna be a legend.
right. But you're going to be losing generations of people. You're going to have like,
But imagine seeing that. Like,
I don't know, man.
you just gotta embrace it at that point.
I guess. But could you imagine
Like
being?
a bad trip. Like it's like
Yeah,
gotta-
exactly.
the trip that never ends.
It's like
But, like-
Groundhog Day. You're living the same life over, and at some point, you're gonna be like, I've done everything. What's there to do? But could you imagine how good you would get at like anything? You could be.
There, I could spend the next 100 years mastering something.
That is true. Could you imagine like doing that?
Or, like-
Being like, you have to take this pill, right? Boom, you're invincible from now on. Can't die. And then you fucking go mad, and then you try kill yourself, and you just keep
I was gonna
blowing
say, I
your.
wanted it now. I wanted it now.
You want an out?
Yeah, like a
Oh,
like a
okay.
kryptonite.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like you have to have one, right? You got to put yourself
But
in a
it's like up
Swedish
to
pond.
me, you know?
Exactly. You got to lock
Because
yourself
it had to
in.
be real bad. I don't think it would really ever get that bad. I know you're like, oh, but you'll lose people, but it's like,
But you'll
I
gain
don't know,
more.
man.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, you meet others, exactly. You look at it differently.
that's true. But then you get to the point where
God
it's like,
complex might set in, but
yeah, exactly. There's no one who's on your level, right? You're going to be like, you end up being president who ends up being the ruler of the free world. Who
yeah,
ends
but
up,
is it not better than being dead?
I don't
Like,
know.
don't get me wrong. I'm one of those guys that when I think about what happens after people die, it's like just like it was before.
Mm.
And that wasn't that bad.
Yeah. You just don't know.
I'm kind of cool with it. It wasn't that bad before I was born.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't remember. Maybe you were getting tortured and they fucking hit you with the Men in Black and you fucking erase your mind right as you were coming out the womb. That's the last thing they hit you with is that
That's the last thing they hit you.
and you're fucking what if? And then you go in and you're just screaming in the afterlife, just on fire.
Then we just do it again and again and again.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I don't know if I'm ready to crack that whole topic, but I'm choosing fucking invincibility / immorality.
Immortality. I like that. That's a good one. All right, round 4 for me. Ooh, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna go with flight. Not been said. It's right there. Had to be done. Again, it's almost like the teleportation, right? You're going anywhere you want, and now you just think hey, I want to go to wherever. You're not paying the airfare. You're just flying. Now, I got a question for you on this topic. When you imagine yourself flying in your dreams, are you flying?
Leading question for sure, but
Or are you like arms out like an airplane flying? Or are you flapping? Or are you Superman?
I don't dream of flight too often, Jim.
Oh, wow. Wow.
If anything, I'm a glider though.
I'm a glider, man. Arms out. Fucking spread eagle, baby. Let's go. That's so
I
funny.
don't remember like where my arms are. I think that's right though.
Because I sleep on my belly, and sometimes like I'll have a flying dream, and I'll wake up, and my arms are like stretched across like the bed, the whole bed, and I'm like, wow, was I hope I wasn't like flat. You know what I mean? If I was like flailing, it'd be crazy. But yeah,
That's so funny.
it's wild. But yeah, no, flight's sick. Yeah, I can't beat it. Honestly, I thought that was gonna be a first round draft pick. It's like another little kid one, right? Can't beat it though. All right, let's wrap this up. Round 5, here you go. I got one after you.
All right, give me teleportation.
Wow, nice.
Has that been said?
You kind of mentioned it with time travel, but totally different thing. We're staying in the same realm.
Yeah, staying in the same room.
And now, the only reason I chose flying over over teleportation is because you don't get the views when you're teleporting. You're just there, which obviously being able to be like Hawaii would be unreal. I mean, think about it. You're getting off work and you're like, I'm not driving home. What the fuck? I'm gonna go to Hawaii and then I'm
Bali,
back home. Yeah, wherever you want. Sick. Where would you have you ever been in a place? Yes, all of those.
London. Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever been in a situation where you're like teleporting would be like near a fight, right? Like someone's pressing you and you're like, fuck, like if I could teleport right now, I'd be fucking out.
Probably.
There's been like 2 times in my life where I can think of, like, one in Andy Toscano's car driving towards that wall, fucking cement wall. I would have given anything to be out of anywhere but that car. You know what I mean? And then I
You
can't.
know, it's gonna be the saddest story of all time.
5 fucking kids just dead, pancaked into a wall. Crazy. For
What
no.
happened? They just drove straight into the wall for fun.
Was he suicidal? I don't think so. But
Just
maybe.
dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. But I like that. All right. Teleporting. Here's my last one, round 5. We're wrapping up. Now, I've been reading, and by reading I mean listening to, a lot of books on the CIA, on DARPA, on Area 51, on all the black projects that have been declassified. And now there's one thing that they haven't fully solved, but they think they're getting close to. And this is as of like 2015. So they probably solved this and they're using it right now. But the superpower of mind control would be crazy. You just having people do your bidding for you, whatever you want. It just, hey, you know what? Beer me that ranch. And it's just, I'm beard the ranch. But yeah, mind control is one of those where it's like, it's kind of sketchy though. Like, cause they talk about it and like they tried like using it for like interrogation tactics, right? Like they would drop you this huge cocktail of something another, and then you would just start spitting the truth. Now, didn't work like they thought. Nowadays, it's like if they can do Neuralink, you think they can't like reverse engineer that like crazy? I don't know. But I think that'd be fun.
And how about an algorithm?
Yeah. Oh, good point. Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah, it's like a damn near exactly what it is. That is weird to think about. My algorithm is so fucked. If someone were to see it, they'd be like, "This guy's got major issues." But I feel like it's just
no. But dude, the algorithm sometimes shows you stuff that's just like you kind of. It's right on the edge of like whether you like it or you don't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like it'll show you your edge material to get you more interested in it. Like, do I completely hate this or is he right?
Exactly.
You know,
it crosses the line, but hey, you got to cross the line to know there is one. That's what I always say.
Well said. I have some honorable mentions here, Jim.
Love it. Let's hear it.
Let's talk about being a good person with our superpowers. How about the ability
overrated.
to know exactly how you can help someone?
Ah.
So as they're walking by, it's like,
guess.
this person needs headphones. This person needs a hug. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
But you have the ability to go.
Exactly.
You're helped.
You're helped.
Whatever you want most.
The Good
I know
Samaritan
it, and you
power.
have it.
Yeah, I like that. I also had.
How about unlimited money, Jim?
What?
Horrible superpower, Tony Stark style.
That one's always been intriguing because it's like you see some people that have damn near unlimited money that are good people, and it's like then you see some people that have. I just feel like there are some people that are shitty, some people that are good people. I don't know.
People.
But money can definitely corrupt. I put shape-shifting. Shape-shifting would be fun. Just being like,
ooh, turn into a coffee table.
Yeah, or I'm a dog. Just fucking go get your laps in. Exactly. You get hit by a car, and that's how you're dead. Shape-shifting, knowing you're just a disappeared person. Imagine that if a bunch of missing persons just shape-shifted and were killed, and just we never knew it.
There you go.
Unsolved mystery. There you go.
Do a key, get yourself out the jail.
Hey, wow, that would be sick. You imagine turning yourself into a key and then like not getting into the keyhole and then having to like shape shift back real quick and be like, "Fuck, I fucked that one up." That's good stuff. Good stuff. Good pod.
Good stuff, Jim.
We love it.
Have you seen Tires on Netflix?
Dude, so funny. Big Shane Gillis
I got
fan.
to keep watching it. I just seen a few episodes, but
it's pretty funny.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot slower than I thought it was going to be, but it's like one of those that it automatically got renewed for season 2. I feel like it'll be a throw it on before bed. Yeah, I mean, just run through the season. So it's good stuff.
Well, I've always thought it'd be a good idea for all the comedians to make a movie.
Dude, I think Shane Gillis needs to do a Civil War documentary or Civil War movie, and it would be
comedy.
The funniest thing ever. Yes, it would be so good.
It would be so good, and
'cause-
you're so right.
right? He's like a history buff, so it's like he would get all the things right, plus having his friends in it and just being like, "Shut up, pussy," you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's so good.
Yeah. That'd be the best.
But yeah. All right, folks. Thank you
All
for
right.
doing this with us, and until next time, peace.